Hey Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are doing the monthly reading, okay? So looking at December. So hopefully we will get some really great messages. Being such a busy, exciting month, what with Christmas and all of that. So looking forward to seeing what comes out. Now, please subscribe if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Sorry. But we have got 3 different decks we're using today. I do have the Oracle of the Fairies, as well as the Gilded Reverie Lenormand that we're using as our main deck. And then we also have the True Love Oracle, all right? So getting into it for you, Sagittarius. Now, I am splitting the month in half, so we'll do sort of start to middle and then middle to end. Sorry if my voice is a bit dodgy today. I'm trying to get some throat chakra stuff fixed up for myself. I've been a little bit sick and whatnot, so sorry if I am a little bit all over the shop today, guys. But it doesn't seem to affect when I read for others. It seems to be totally fine with the energy and everything. It's when I read for myself I have dramas. Okay, but Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius during December, please? Okay, very interesting. I did have the same card and same placement for Aries today. So if you have some strong Aries placements, you may want to watch that one as well. There may be something for you in that video. We have the Lost and Found coming through for the start to the middle of December. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things that we never even realized were lost. Okay, so it's that energy of not realizing what you were missing until all of a sudden here it is, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know I was missing that. I feel like just intuitively, I do feel that for a lot of you Sagittarius, that this is talking about a piece of yourself, in that sense of, like rediscovering a side of yourself that you maybe have lost, maybe discovering a side of yourself that you never knew you even had, finding something within yourself that really helps you fill in some gaps. I do feel as though this is just within you yourself, there, Sagittarius. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well, because it very well could be a person that has been lost to you, or an actual thing maybe that you have lost, and you've been looking for something for years, and all of a sudden here it is. All right, an opportunity maybe for someone. Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius, the start to the middle of December, please? It was too many. Sagittarius, start to middle of December, please. Okay. I think I might just need a bit of clarity here for you. Clarify that first card for Sagittarius, please. And what's going on with those 2 cards that came out together? What is that about, please? All right, so interesting start to the month for you, Sagittarius. We've got a couple of things all coming out here for the start to middle of December. So it does feel, I'll show you in the center of those cards there. We do have the, the cuckoo clock, the clockwork imagery there. So time being very frenetic, fast-paced, lots of things going on, from the start to the middle of December for you. It does feel like it's going to be a very sort of fast-paced time, a lot of things going on, lots of little cogs all working together to sort of get you to this little bird popping out at the end there, which I do see the bird popping out there in the next batch of cards. But there's a lot. It just feels like a lot. Like you're going to be very stretched thin. You may be, really struggling with time management to find the time to do everything or deal with everything that you need to during the start to middle of December here. Now, I'm just trying to get a read on because I've kind of got two separate messages, and that was in the middle of it all. So in the middle of it all, you've got a lot going on, I feel here, Sagittarius. So I'm just trying to get a feel for which ones connect to that lost and found energy, that finding something that you thought was lost. And it is these first two here. So we do have the house energy, which was clarified by the masculine. Okay, so we don't normally genderize the masculine and feminine on my channel here, but with that house energy, the house, quite a lot of the time it can refer to, like the family home, the family unit, that sense of family, that sense of belonging. So I do feel as though this is what's been lost for some of you there. Some of the masculine elements maybe for some of you within the family home, the family unit. It kind of feels as though, for one of you, this is some, finding. I'm getting a couple of different messages here. Wow. So like I said, there's a lot going on for you, Sagittarius, and it's within the collective as well. That within the collective, we've got lots of different things happening here. So I'll try to go through everything I'm getting here. But, for one of you, you're finding something in your house that you thought you'd lost. All right. For some of you, that is talking about a handyman, renovations, finding that you need some sort of renovation, a handyman to come in and fix something in the house. So for some of you, that is an actual house as well. So others of you, this is once again representing the family home, but more so in a broader sense, maybe like your childhood home. This could be representing, a father figure or an older brother figure, an older family member, an actual masculine for some of you, so an older cousin or uncle or something along those lines that has kind of been lost to the family for a while. It feels like this Christmas they're going to be popping back up, finding that family member that you maybe thought was lost, or I'm getting that for one of you, this is someone coming home from jail, and they're being released from jail just before Christmas here. I've got a lot of different messages there. So for some of you, this is a specific person that's being sort of found or rediscovered within the family unit. For others of you, this is more along the lines of, just really trying to control your emotions when it comes to your family, really being stuck up in your head about thinking about what's happening with the family. It feels like there's a lot going on for a lot of you within family sort of based stuff. You may be sort of worrying and stressing about, Christmas Day, or this person and this person, they don't like each other. That person and this person, they don't really like each other. It feels as though there's a lot of stress involved with this as well. You're trying to control your emotions, but it's like there's just so much going on that it's a little bit stressful. Like I said, for some of you, that's more physical representations, like needing to get some stuff done to the house physically so that, everyone can fit for Christmas. Or that the work that has been finished. The workmen are out by then. A lot going on, Sagittarius, all right? But what we're actually seeing more towards the middle of the month, because it kind of feels like with whatever's going on for you at the start of the month, this found sort of energy, that's something that's been sort of discovered, because for some of you, that's something being discovered about somebody within the family unit. If you are a masculine yourself, the family might be, there might be something going on with them talking about you, finding something out about you, discovering something about you. That's if you identify with, the more masculine side of things, whether you're a female or male. A lot of us are aware of whether we, are masculine energy prominently or feminine energy prominently. I myself, I'm very heavy in the masculine energy, so it's definitely possible for females to present as masculine energy. But then we do have a bit of an issue, okay? So we do have, these two cards actually came out together. So it's pretty straightforward. When these two cards are together, it shows me pretty much exactly what's going on, because we do have the whip and then the birds both together. And there's two birds cards in this deck, and this is the more frenetic, gossipy type energy. And the whip does talk about fighting, tension, trouble, drama. Okay, so pretty straightforward. There's something going on. It may be connected back to that masculine energy. It may be just like it could be fighting, like conflict between two people as well, or between multiple people here. I'm getting a bit of a rough sort of family dynamic coming through with a lot of sort of infighting. So if you've got a very big family with a lot of masculine figures in the family, a lot of people that like to be in control and powerful, and dominate, each other, then, I can see why we're getting this energy. Because, yeah, this is talking about a fight or some sort of, some sort of gossiping that's causing trouble, talking behind people's backs, causing trouble and tensions and fighting. It literally can be a yelling match here, because the birds does sort of talk a little bit about conversations. It can be phone calls as well. So there might be some phone calls going on, and that, that family, the family phone call tree, where it's like, that if your mum finds something out, she'll ring the sister, and then the sister will ring her kid, and then the kid will ring her two cousins, and lo and behold, everybody knows about it. And then all of a sudden, everyone's sort of at each other's throats about this issue. And that's kind of what it feels like here, is there's, there may be some verbal altercations connected to this energy, all right? And what we're seeing is that's going to bring in some sort of sudden change. We do have the scythe there, so there may be some sudden and unexpected things happening that are being caused, from this infighting, this quarreling, conflict, trouble, So it's kind of just sort of giving me that vibe of, that's it, you're not invited to Christmas anymore. You're not coming. You can't come. That kind of stuff. All of a sudden, they're not invited anymore. All of a sudden, someone's bringing this extra person. There's a lot of unexpected changes. And that's probably why we're seeing so much of that, your time being divided out by like a million different cogs. You're kind of being stretched thin time-wise with all this, everything going on, and trying to get each cog to actually, work together. And no one wants to work together. They're all just splitting apart and blowing up and whatnot. So I do feel that for a lot of you, there is some tumultuous energy going on here. And I'm also just getting to that for someone, there is one of you where that found object is something of monetary value, and that is what everyone is fighting over. Okay, so because with that house and masculine, it could be talking about like the inheritance, the family inheritance, the family finding something in the house that belonged to an ancestor, and I am getting that for at least one of you. There's some fighting that's being caused from, oh, I've been lived here the longest. I should get the biggest cut of the money, or so some of you, this is connected to financial stuff as well. Even though I don't have any of the financial cards, I'm just sort of getting that intuitively that for one or two of you, there is, that this fighting is all about money and all about, fighting over who gets what and who gets this and who gets that. And, oh, drama. It just feels like drama. Crazy drama. Fun for you. Hopefully the middle to end of the month, we're clearing things out a little bit, because Christmas Day itself is middle to end rather than start to middle. And we do have friendship. Okay, so hopefully that's everyone sort of resolving their ish and being able to work as friends on when it comes to actual Christmas and New Year's. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So yeah, you may need a little bit of extra support from your friend groups around this time. For some of you, that's what that sudden change is. You're going, do you know what? I don't want a bar of any of you. I'm just going to have Christmas with my friends and not even get involved in this ish. Okay, because it does feel like it's going on within the family, and then you're being guided towards friendship for the end of the month there. But we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Okay, Sagittarius, middle to end of December for our Sagittarians, please. Clarify that center card for Sagittarius, please. Oh, I didn't really even need to clarify that. Okay, so right as I asked to clarify and was starting to draw a card, it clarified with me instead of with a card. Okay, we do have the heart first and foremost. So focusing on love, focusing on being, coming from a loving zone within yourself and not getting involved in all this ish, I feel, for you, Sagittarius, the friendship group, the support, the unconditional love that people have for you, rather than people that are, chasing money or just wanting to fight with you. Finding those ones that support you and love you unconditionally. Okay, love can be a lot more than just romantic love. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is that friendship love supporting you and nurturing you, through all this crazy start of December for you there, Sagittarius. We do also have the dice card, followed by the moon card. All right, so the dice card is all about good luck and luck and rolling the dice and seeing where they fall, sort of thing. It's kind of like trusting the universe to, roll the dice in your favor, which it does feel as though things will work out for you, as long as you yourself are, trying to come from, loving space, rather than, being involved in any fighting or drama or negative feelings. Really trying to come from a positive, loving space towards the people around you and with the people around you. Okay, loving and supportive energy. Then those dice are going to fall exactly where you need them to fall, and the universe has got your back when it comes to all of this. That moon card is all about, allowing yourself to trust your intuition, to trust the universe is going to, roll the dice in your favor, and especially emotionally. All right, so it does feel as though whatever's happening at the start of the month has left you a little bit raw, I feel. And then with the let the dice fall where they may, it actually helps sort of soothe your emotions. The universe has got your back. There's friends around you willing to support you, and they've got your back too. All right, and so it's finding that following your intuition from a loving space to allow the universe to work this all out, and then your emotions kind of being soothed at the end of it all. All right, so very, very strong message though, to really, for the end of December, to really try to act in a loving manner, act from positivity and light within yourself rather than anything negative, and really follow your intuition and trust that the universe is going to roll the dice in your favor. And if you do trust your intuition and trust that it's all going to work out how you need it to, it will. Okay, and your there will be no need for upsets, so to speak. All right, but we'll have a look at love specifically, Sagittarius. Okay, I still keep getting overwhelmed by that energy from the start of the month here. It does feel like these people are going to be trying to drag you into conflict. All right, so just be very aware of that. Okay, what's going on for our Saggies? Like, because I can still hear them yelling in the background, yelling at each other and, fighting in the background there. Oh, they're just like out of control. Leave me a comment. Is your family like that, Sagittarius? Not, every family has a different dynamic, but I'm really picking up on some families for you, Sagittarius, that are like in fight mode at the moment, or soon to be in fight mode. I do feel that for some of you that you've got a lot of masculine energy in there as well. So, multiple uncles, cousins, brothers, fathers, all sort of trying to rip shreds off each other, all trying to be the top dog. All right. Love for our Sagittarians during December, please. Yeah, focusing on yourself, Sagittarius, because you don't need none of that ish, all right? Especially for those of you who are women, I do feel that, coming from love within yourself is going to be a super strong way for you to move through this month, and really focusing on those sorts of aspects. We do have the sacred woman. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like this is a specific friend, who you hold sacred to you, who is a bit of a mentor to you on emotional level, and really, really relying on this person during this time. They're leading you in the right direction when it comes to, I feel like for a lot of you, when it comes to how you are able to express love, how you are able to receive love. You're kind of watching through observation a little bit on this person too. But also, it does feel like they're a bit of a mentor in your life, and they're actually leading you, to self-growth and self-care, self-love. All right. They're kind of showing you how to love yourself by loving themselves and being quite loving and confident within themselves. But we do see love coming back out once again. So this is obviously a high focal point for you, all aspects this month, Sagittarius, really focusing in on loving yourself. A lot of the time this is about self-love, really, really focusing in on loving yourself and just being in that energy of love, not allowing all this stuff going on around you to change what's going on within you. All right, making sure we're in the zone, the energy of love. All right, because this next card, I am picking up that for a lot of you, this is another person connected to you. For some of you, you may not have met this person yet, but we do have yin and yang. All right. And for others of you, this is that sacred woman, that mentor, that, the love is coming through strongly for you in a supportive sense, and in that platonic friendship sense. It is coming through that for some of you, this is actually just, being balanced out by this support person that's in your life. I feel like it's feminine energy here. I feel like I've got two feminine energies over here with the end of December here. So you yourself may be a feminine type of energy, but if not, that's fine as well. You may just be surrounded by some good women, toward the end of December. Yin and yang, balancing each other out, balancing all the negative within yourself with the positive within yourself, finding, balance between that divine masculine, divine feminine, those elements as well. Really relying on this person, I feel, whoever this mentor, friendship type energy is, they're teaching you a lot. They're balancing you out, teaching you how to balance yourself out and find love for yourself. So, I feel as though that's going to be a strong focal point for you, especially toward the end of December, really focusing on loving yourself and relying on some good friendships and, giving that nurturing energy in return as well. But, the universe does have your back. So, you will get your emotions soothed. So, even if you do, it does feel like it might be a bit of a struggle at the start of the month to just get through all this craziness going on. It's that time of year too, right? Coming up to Christmas, it's always hectic for everybody. You've got to go and do a million things and get a million things ready. So it's kind of to be expected, but have trust in the universe. The universe is got your back here. Okay, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you today. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.